Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 7 of the Blue Team Toolkit series. So over the last few days, we have covered powerful tools like Nmap, Nuclei, Mass Scan, ZMap, and today we are moving from scanning the network of like ourselves to seeing like what the entire internet already knows about us. Okay, so today's tool is Shodan, the search engine of the internet. I hope you all of you may heard about it and most of you are using it. So basically attackers love Shodan, but blue teams should love it even more because Shodan shows you what attackers can already see. So before we start, let's a quick recap. You can check out the other things over the channel, and if you have any queries then you can ask me in the comment section. So I'm seeing your comments and monitoring, so if you have any queries then you can ask me. Okay, so welcome everyone who are watching this stream live, and those basically are not watching it live and watching when the recorded video is available, so those are also welcome. So hello Krishna, hello Astha. So without further delay, let's start our session. Okay, so what it is Shodan actually? Let's talk about in deep in a practical approach. So see, Shodan is like the internet-based search engine, right? Like just like Google is like data search engine, but Shodan is an internet-based search engine. You are watching this series on the YouTube Zero Day Vault YouTube channel under the Blue Team Toolkit series. I'm your host Sumit, a security researcher and ethical hacker. This is little bit about me. You can check out my other profiles as well, like LinkedIn, Telegram, or Twitter, where you can get the resources about cybersecurity, VAPT, ethical hacking, penetration testing, SOC, blue teaming, and more. Having 11 plus years of experience in all of that, uh, right now I'm organizing workshops, training, live series so that you can learn and practice more and build the next generation of cybersecurity defenders. Okay, so let's talk about Shodan first. So what it is Shodan actually? If you talk about Shodan, and if you use it, like Shodan is a particularly a application based search engine. So the name of the application is shodan.io, and if you visit the application you will see something like this. So Shodan, like shodan.io, right now I have created an account in Shodan, so I'm logged in into the Shodan panel, and that's the main interface. In the main interface you are seeing I'm on the dashboard page, like the dashboard profile, and here I'm seeing like some tutorials about Shodan, what is Shodan actually, some videos, some developer access, some filter cheat sheet, and much more. Before moving into Shodan, we need to know about it. Shodan also comes with a subscription based model. This is the membership account, but when you create an account in Shodan you will get a free account. So let's compare the free account and the membership account and the pricing account. So if you go to the pricing section, then this is the uh, per month price for freelancer account. You will get these benefits, and the membership account. So in membership account we have the queries like 100 credits per month. We can scan, we can query 100 queries per month. We can scan 100 IPs, monitoring 16 IPs, a number of users one, the search pages is 20, Shodan monitor. So all these things are available in a membership. So membership is like one time fee, but if you want more access of Shodan then you can purchase according to your need. Okay, so this is an membership account. Also, when you use Shodan, it also comes in the Kali Linux as well. So if you want to use Shodan in the Kali Linux, then you have to visit the Kali Linux and first if the Shodan is not available in the Linux, then you have to install it. So right now in my system Shodan is installed, and if I hit enter, you can see like the commands are there. So Shodan is installed in my system already, but if it is not installed in your system, then you need to install it. So we will talk about everything in this session: how you can install Shodan, how to use Shodan to discover the information, or how particularly the blue teamers are using it. Okay, so that will be the motive behind this particular session. Okay, so what it is Shodan actually, let's talk something about. So Shodan is like internet wide search engine. Normally when you search something, suppose you are using Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo, so when you search something you will get the data. Suppose you search like Meta, so you will get every related information about Meta, relatable domains, information, the other social profiles, all of that. But suppose you want to search for some services. You have a query like you need to know how many devices are exposed with port number 21. So you need a mapping tool that will particularly scan and shows you the data about all the internet based devices. So we need to check out the exposed devices and services, and for that purpose we use Shodan. Okay, so Shodan is a internet wide search engine. So we can use it for searching or finding exposed devices, services. Shodan is scanning continuously the public internet. That means the data right now you are seeing, like what kind of data you are seeing right now may be different when you see the data tomorrow. So it continuously scan the public internet and collect the service banner. We will talk about what is service banner later in this session. Then it can identify the open ports, protocols, software versions, and configurations. These all are the benefits of Shodan, and it can also help you to find misconfigured systems, like if some ports are exposed, if some files may be leaked, the login panel, or many more. IoT devices, SCADA endpoints, used for attack surface mapping and security assessment. So basically Shodan is like a tool that is used by both teams, right? Red team is also using it, and blue teamers are also using it. So that's why the Shodan is very important. Okay, now if we talk about something little bit more, so it supports filters. So if you have some results, then you can filter it for like country based results, organization based filters, port based filters, service based filters, or vulnerabilities specific filters. It is used by the security teams for monitoring, recon, or threat intelligence. So if you are into red teaming, or if you are doing bug bounties or VAPT, then you know the Shodan quite well, because you are using it for finding the exposed dashboards or the open ports or services or something like this. But blue teamers are also using it for monitoring, or for getting the information, or for TI purpose, right? So Shodan is a hacking tool, if I can say? No. Shodan is not a hacking tool. It's only indexes the public exposed system. So basically it will give you the data, that the data you need, it will basically gives you, right? And then you can use it for your purpose. The information you will get it, then you can use it. And if we align those things with the blue team, then why the blue team needs Shodan? Because if you are in the blue team, so you can identify your own exposed assets. Suppose you are working in an organization, working on a company or a business module, then you want to check out if some assets was exposed or not, some IP was leaking some data or not. So you can use Shodan before the real attackers do. Before the attackers can find your login panel or the dashboard information, before they find it, you can find it by yourself. You can identify it if you know how to use Shodan, right? You can detect the misconfigured servers, open ports, weak services, right? You can monitor the infrastructure for the unexpected changes. You can find outdated or vulnerable versions, like software versions running in your environment. You can alert when your when like new risk appears on your IP ranges. You can track shadow IT or forgotten systems is still reachable online, right? So we can do multiple things. Now, how Shodan works? So Shodan, as I say before, like it scans the entire public internet. So all the public internet will be scanned continuously. Like Shodan has a wide database in which you will get that data with like little queries or with filters or like that. So it basically probes common ports. Like, is it only using common ports? No, it is probing some common ports, and we can check out other information as well. But the common ports are HTTP, SSH, RDP, FTP, ICS protocols, IoT devices. It collecting service banners, metadata, configuration details, or many things more. So basically, Shodan stores all the scan data in a searchable database, and then when you query it, it will return the output. So let's first install the Shodan in our system. If you are not using the GUI version, you want to use the CLI version. So see, in my scenario, the GUI version is better. But if you want to use it, the CLI version also in your Linux based distro, then you can use it, right? So how you can particularly install the Shodan in your system? Most like Kali Linux, it is installed by default, right? But if you are using any other distro like Ubuntu or Red Hat or anything, any Amazon Linux, any more Linux distro, then you need to install it first, right? So these are the commands to install the Shodan in your system. So basically, Shodan supports multiple installation scenarios. You can install it in your system with multiple ways. The very first thing is the web interface. So you need no installation. Just visit the Shodan, create an free account, and then you can use it. Then the Shodan CLI, which is command line tool. So you can install it via pip, like pip install Shodan, then it will be installed. Initialize with your API key. So you need to create an account first and find your API key. So you need to go to the account section, and then you need to find the API key. So in under the API key, if you click show here, then your API key will be exposed, and then you can configure this API key in your Shodan, like the Shodan CLI tool, and it will be then working fine, right? So why we need that API key? Because it allows you for scripting purpose, for automation purpose, for bulk queries, and for deeper recon. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can configure the Shodan with your API key. But let's talk about the other installation scenarios. So you can use it like Python, Shodan Python library. So we can basically use some Python scripts for automations, alerting, or custom scan also. You can use Shodan Docker images also, right? You can use, like if you are installing the Shodan in Debian based system, so you can use the apt package manager as well, right? So Shodan has multiple ways to install in your system, and you can use it whatever you want, right? So Vikram is asking, we have to search with IP for a particular target? Not really. I'm going to show you some filters also in practical way. So if you have a target and what particular things or what particular information you will need, for according to that you will create a query, and then you will get the result. But let's see the integration first. Like if you want to use Shodan in the Kali Linux, so how you can use it? So first you need to copy the API key, go to the dashboard. I already showed you, like go to the dashboard here and copy the API key, right? So copy the API key, and then you need to visit your Kali Linux, and in the Kali Linux you will find out a command. So these all are the commands for Shodan, like uh, these all are the commands like alert command. So what this command will do, this will manage the network alerts for your account only. Convert the given input data file into a particular output. count, the returns the number of result for a search, data, bulk data access to Shodan, domain, view all available information for a domain, and then download, honey score, host, info, init. This is the important command to initialize the Shodan command line tool in your system with the API key. So if you want to integrate the API key in the Shodan, so you need to use Shodan init and then your API key. So whatever your API key, you can put it here, and then when you hit enter, you will receive a message like this: successfully initialized. That means now you are good to go. Now you can use Shodan for particular purpose, right? So let's see some Shodan CLI command first, and then we will use it the GUI tool. So I'm seeing the command first. So see, here only we have multiple options, but we will use the domain one. What it will display: view all available information for a domain. Okay. Then the host one: view all available information for an IP. That will give you the information about a domain, that will give you the information about a IP. Then we use the scan. So if you want to scan an IP, then you can use it. And then these are the three main options we have. But if you want to use more, then you can read out those commands. So suppose if you want to get the information about a domain, right now I'm picking up this domain. So you will get the information about the domain, right? This is the domain name I provided here, and you will get the DNS record basically. So for that domain, like this is, if this is our target, we will get multiple IPs under the A record, then MX record, NS record, name server record, start of authority record, then TXT record, and then CNAME record, and some more A record, right? So we will get every possible information that Shodan has about your target. So you will get all the information listed here, right? This is the use of CLI tool. We are going to see that information under the GUI web interface as well. But now if you have a IP and now you need some information about the IP. So suppose you need to use you need to get the information about the IP, so you can use the Shodan host, and then when you will hit enter, you will get the information like this. So in this IP, this is belongs to this, the how many ports are open, right? According to this scenario, if I copy or use the Shodan IP, so suppose like this target IP, I'm copying this one, and then I provide it under the Shodan like this, and getting the information. So this is the information about this. Like this IP belongs to this particular, and the city, country, organization, and number of open ports. So two ports are open, and this is these ports, some additional information about those ports, like what is running. So Apache HTTPD version number, the title, the certificate issuer, certificate subject, SSL version, or some possible CVs as well. So these all are listed under the IP information. Now, if you want to scan that particular IP, so you can launch Shodan, then scan, and then submit, and then your IP. So when you submit it, the Shodan will scan that IP for known vulnerabilities and then give you the output. So right now I have 99 credits left, because only 100 will be given in a month, and 99 credits I have more. And then you can run the Shodan, and now Shodan is scanning its entire database for this IP, and you will get the information, right? So that's the basic use of Shodan CLI tool. Now you are seeing the result: no open ports found, or the host been recently crawled, so the can't get scanned again so soon. So if you basically search your host recently, then the Shodan will not able to launch the scan. So you need to wait some time, and then you can launch it, right? So that's the use of Shodan CLI tool. Hopefully you are getting it. Is it clear till now? Do some comment, guys. Make this session very interactive. You can ask me anything that comes into your mind, so I can answer with your queries. Right? You are getting it till now? Yeah. So now suppose if you want to use the Shodan GUI, the web interface, so how we can use it? So basically the Shodan GUI has more depth queries, filters, you can use it. Now, suppose you have a target and you want to get the information like everything particular. I'm talking about a particular target. So you can use a query called something like this. So SSL and then colon and then your target name. SSL colon then your target name. Now, whatever results Shodan will basically display you, it will all be the result of your under your target. So I'm getting 5,000 plus results, and these all are belongs to your target. So I'm listing or I'm searching every possible IPs, every possible internal asset, every possible devices that are associated with that given target, and I'm getting 5,000 plus results. Now if you want to see, like in many results they are not working. So if you want to filter it for live results, then you can place the status code 200, and now your results will be reduced to 334. And now you are seeing multiple login panels and multiple backend informations or installed information as well. So this is a single result, and in this single result, this is the very, if you click it here, it will redirect it to basically open that IP, and this is the IP address. This is the IP address. Let me zoom it, and this is the subdomain name, the organization name, the country, the state. This is the SSL certificate issued, and the whatever organization it is issued to, the response code, everything. Right? This information is known as banners. This information, when you search something and when you get the result, this information is known as banners. So what it is banner actually? Right? So banner is basically something like the information. Banner is like information. So the banner is something like raw response from the an open port. So you can basically use giving the information or revealing the information about software version, operating system information, some login prompts, the SSL data, or web component. Right? This is the meaning of all the banner. And why it is matter? Because attackers are not guessing it. They search for these fingerprints. They are basically checking if the data is relevant or not. So blue team must identify and hide unnecessary exposure. So if you are particularly checking with a target, right, if you are working on a target, so the very first thing you will do is like put that target on the Shodan with the query SSL colon your target name, your organization name, your domain name, whatever you have, or your IP as well. So you will get the information, and then you need to check it one by one, right? Like what services are exposed, right? What services are exposed, you need to check it one by one. Now let's understand the Shodan more. So these are the common filters: port, product, org, hostname, net, ASN, SSL, HTTP, or some screenshot. Right? So these are the most used filters for your recon purpose. Now let's take some example with the help of these filters. Suppose this is my target, and in this target I want to check if my like port number 21 is exposed or not. So I can place the query, like I can create a query like this. So this is the initial query, like I'm searching the whole target, and then under the target, under the all result, I'm checking if somewhere on some IP, on some backend panel, port number 21 is exposed or not. So if I hit enter, you will see no results was found because like port number 21 is not exposed here. You can check out with different port numbers, like the common port number like 0006, which is MySQL port number, or 3389, which is for RDP, right? Double two, which is for SSH. So we can create those queries. You can use it something like this also. Suppose you want to search something like this. So now my target is not defined. I didn't define any target here. So now the query will perform a scan or a search, but the whole internet. So in the whole internet, you will see multiple IPs, like around 63 lakhs IPs that exposed this port number 21. And now if you want to filter it, just place 200 and it will reduce to 27,000. So these all are the open 21 ports, right? So you can integrate those filters with your result. If you are particularly using the Shodan on a specific target, but if you want to check with the random things, then you can just place the filter and then whatever you need to search, right? So suppose if I want to search the port number 3000, then place your value in the inverted comma and then search for the 3000 port number. And if you place a status code, then you will get the live results, like the rest. Actually you are getting some response, so 200 okay will result will be displayed here. We are getting 7 lakh which IPs which exposed port number 3000, right? You, if you want to check like the information about some IP, so you can use it like this also. So suppose if I copy the IP here and provide the IP, paste the IP here, and then if I search it, so I will get the information about the IP. So I'm not getting with the host name, so let's try with the host. Not getting with the host also, let's search with without any filter. So we are getting the information about that IP, like the general information about the IP, some open ports, like the ports are exposed here also, right? So these filters you can use it. You can search the product also. Suppose you want to search some product, so you can use like something like, suppose searching for the product Grafana, right? Grafana is a product and you can search it here. So here are all the Grafana instances worldwide. But if you have a target and want to search the product under your target, then you will use the SSL. You have to use SSL, and then suppose this is my target, and then something like this. So now in this target, the product will be searched and we are not seeing anything here, right? So suppose if I search another product called Zira, we are not seeing anything here. There is one more query. You can use it for finding those product, which is title, and see, title is not there. Let's use more product, suppose Grafana here with the title not available. Let's see, Laravel not available. Let's see with Jenkins. So we are not getting anything under this target, right? So in this target we do not have it, but if you want to search it like here, http.title and then see login. So how many login pages we have? So you have all the login pages, and if you click it here, it will take you to the login page, and that panel is basically somehow the might be the backend panel. It is not exposed to public internet, like it is not connected with a domain name, so that might be the chance. So that's how you can basically check every exposed assets of your organization, your company, your business with the help of Shodan by making different queries, right? There is one more thing you need to know, like suppose there is one question in your mind, how can we remember all those queries or those filters? No, you do not need to remember those queries. You need to understand like how Shodan basically works, right? So see, this is my standard query. I'm searching for a particular target, and then filtered the result with 200. You can place, like if you are into bug bounties or red teaming, so you can check out the 4031 also for bypassing purpose, of course. But right now I'm checking with 200 and getting the response. Now you have to click it here, like any of the more particular filter. This is the filter, so you can click it here. When you click it here, all the facet analysis will open, and here all the filters are available. All the filters, like you need to filter all those 334 results. In what way you want to filter it? With the country code. So this is the country filter applied. So all these 334 IPs are belongs to like US. There are 273 IPs. Then for Mexico, Canada, Denmark, Japan, Belgium, India, right, Netherlands, Taiwan. So these all are the IPs. But if you want to filter it with the device name, so just change the filter and see no information available. If you want to check with the domain, so has domain, so this is the domain. So in all those 335 results, how many IPs are belongs to att.com? 269. Then for Google user content, 80 IPs. Then att.com max, 27 IPs. Amazon AWS.com, 21 IPs, and some more. So there are multiple filter option available here, like from ASN number to country to cloud region, cloud service, cloud provider, HTTP component, HTTP favicon hash, HTTP title, WAF, IP, meta, right, org, port. Suppose if I apply port based filters, so in all those IPs, what type of port is commonly open? So in all those IPs, 333 IPs expose the port number 443, and in 4 IPs are exposing the port number 8443, right? And now if you want to check the result, like what particular IPs, you need the information about those 4 IPs. So you do not need to worry about it, you just need to click it here. When you click it here, all the 4 results will be available. Now you are seeing the query will be changed according to your filter. See, and your result is reduced to 4, and you will get the IPs that are exposed with the port number 8443. And then you can click it here to open the IP or open the domain name, or if you want to get the information like where it is belongs to, so you can just click on the IP or the domain name and you will see the information. Similarly, if the IP has a more port exposed, then you will get the information here. If any other ports are open on the same IP or same domain name, right? So Shodan has multiple filters. You can use it with your need. If you want to check with the port numbers, random or common port numbers, then you use with the port filter, the product filter, the host name filter, network, right? ASN, SSL, that depends, right? Why I put the star here? Because in SSL there are some more queries you can create. I'm going to show you. In HTTP also there are multiple queries like http.title, http.content, http.favicon.hash. These some are queries, right? We can use it in for different purpose. Are you getting my point? Are you finding this session helpful? Tell me in the comments who are watching it live. One more thing you can do, like if you enjoying the stream, make sure you will not forget to like the video, right? And if you haven't subscribed it yet, those who are watching it live, so go the subscribe button and make sure you will subscribe it. Yeah, so let's check out more filters. So these some are like example queries, like product. You can search with the product, particular port number with country specific, and then ssl.cert.subject.cn. So we are searching for a company with the basis on certificate, right? So previously I used the SSL, like single SSL, but you can use that query as well. Some docs for finding some informations like HTTP title login. So with that query, you can find out all the login page available on your target, but you need to define your target first. Then http.html, you can provide any particular file name here. Set cookie like PHP session ID, any additional headers, Kibana, favicon hash, particularly CMS components, WAF. So we can basically, using those docs under your target, you can quickly identify login panels, misconfigured apps, forgotten test instances, right? So you need to use Shodan in an effective way if you are using it as a blue teamer. But if you are using it as a red teamer, then you can use that information to exploit the vulnerability and then report ethically, responsibly to the target so they can fix it. And like, then if they have a bug bounty program, then they can reward you for your uh, work, right? These are the queries for protocol hunting, like you need to check out some services or protocols. So we basically, as in blue teamers, finding some risky services, like like FTP21 is the risky service, RDP is risky service, SSH is risky service. Why so? Because these are open, or these are used for remote communication, right? SSH, RDP, telnet, these are used for remote communication now. And then port number 21 FTP is used for file transfer protocol. 3306, it basically has the MySQL. So we need to find out if in our assets some ports or some services are exposed, right? So that's why you need to use those queries. So the query is very simple. You need to use some filter and then applied it according to your need. If you want to search the port number 21, so use port number 21. If you want to search the port number 589, then use 589, right? For cameras, so you need to now understand like what particular port number is useful for what protocol, right? So like for camera or for IoT purpose, we use commonly 544, 5554, and for 500, 5900 for VNC. These are important queries for cameras and IoT hunting. For databases, these like should not be public, so you can search the databases. You can replace the database name here with other port number as well. You are searching with the security headers, the product, and more. SSL certificate exposure check. Sometimes like the weak cryptography, expired certificate, or the fake domains, you can search with something like this. So you can create a query ssl.cert.subject.cn and then provide your domain name.com. So it will basically give you the result, and then when you analyze it, you will get the information about expired certificate, the fake domains, or weak cryptography, or more. So these are four more queries that you can use, like SSL sort.expired true, SSL version v2 if they are using outdated protocol, right? So blue team particularly using these queries also on the organization to identify the unauthorized subdomains, expired certificate, and outdated TLS or SSL protocol. Then for mapping purpose, organization exposure mapping purpose, so for monitoring like what your company is unknowingly exposes, so you can use those queries, and then you have to check out every result. If the result is not relevant, not public asset, so you need to hide it. You need to close the service, or you need to close the port if the port is exposed. So these are some queries. Org, hostname, net, like if you have a network IP range of network basically, so you can provide it. And ASN number is also very important. And what is ASN number? Can you tell me in the comment what is ASN number? what is ASN number? These all are the queries. You will tell me in the comment like what is ASN number, but before going into the ASN, I'm telling like why these queries are important. So I'm using it a org, right? Suppose org, and then colon inverted comma, suppose meta. So now all the information will be displayed under the meta organization, right? So sometimes unnecessary asset information will be disclosed to the public internet that you do not need to disclose it. So with the help of Shodan, we can identify it. We can then neutralize the attack, or we can like hide the IP, or we can close the service, or we can close the port, right? For monitoring purpose also, these queries also Shodan is very helpful. So host name, so you can use your queries like this. So suppose a host name, then I'm typing the query here, and then a star, I want to search with asterisk, and then company name, suppose google.com, and then close the query. So you will get all the information under the Google organization, Google LS. All the result you are seeing it here with belongs to Google, right? But keep that thing in mind, like with the free account, you can only access or see limited pages. Like in the single page you will seeing 10 IPs maybe, so you can only visit 2 pages per day. 2 pages per day you can see with the free account, and if you have a membership account you can visit 20 pages, not all the result. So that's why you need a subscription in your org if you are particularly monitoring every asset of your organization, right? But there is a thing you can use it, like you are seeing the full result here, but you can check the different result with different queries. Like you can apply the country based filter here, and then you can basically divide those results. The net, so you can scan if you have the network also. If you have a range of IPs, then you can use the command like this, right? So suppose if I use something like this, that is not an actual IP, but let me uh, give you some example. So something like this, so you will get all the information that are exposed here, right? So you can provide the network range also, and in the last you can provide the ASN number. So now tell me what is ASN number. Let me check the comment. So ASN number, Vikram, according to Vikram, a collection of large IPs managed by a single entity organization. That is right. So when in big organization, they basically own multiple IPs. Like you can say like the range of IPs. So ASN number is the number of collection of large IPs. So if you are mapping with the application, so first you need to find out the ASN number. So for that purpose, you can check out the domain's DNS record and search the DNS record here. So suppose if I search for Instagram and then search it, you will get the whois information, and in the whois information you will see the ASN number. This is the ASN number, AS32934, right? This is the ASN number for Facebook US, right? So under this ASN number, how many IPs we have, we can easily check it out with the help of Shodan. So we can provide the ASN number here according to our query, and then hit enter. So now you will get all the result, but sometimes it will not available. Let me give you like this. Let's recheck out. Yeah, now we are having the information. So all these IPs are belongs to Meta, Facebook, Meta, Meta platform, Facebook, Meta platform from different countries, of course, right? So Shodan is used in multiple ways. Now you need to create an scenario like if you are as a blue teamer, you want to check the exposed things under your organization. So you need to check everything. You need to check with every query. And whenever you get the result, you have to open it and check if something is leaking or not. Got it? There are some more options that you can use uh, with the help of Shodan CLI2. So basically, Shodan is also useful for creating an alert. So that's how you can enable it. Shodan alert enable and then your alert ID, right? So particularly you can use Shodan for monitoring purpose also. So Shodan will continuously monitor your IP, and then if something triggers, like some ports are exposed, some services are exposed, then you will get the alert, right? So why you need the Shodan alert triggers? Because if some new ports are opened, some new services discovered, any vulnerable services, SSL expired, database exposed, uncommon port, or internet scanner detected, so Shodan will give you a alert. So we can use Shodan CLI tool to mapping purpose also, for continuous monitoring, and that's the work as in blue teamer you are doing, right? So you can enable the alert mapping services provided by Shodan CLI, and with the help of this command, and then you can use it for detecting like the IT exposures. So you can use those useful docs, like company, the port number 80, port number 443, the dev environment, like the we have like development environment, production environment, staging environment, test environment. So you can search or like redesign your queries, right? So according to, like, suppose if you have a target and want to check if there are some production environment is exposed, or some API environment, or some staging or test dummy demo or dev development, so you can use that query, hostname and dev, and then provide, before that you can provide or define your target, some server name also, test environment, backend server. So that's how you can use those useful docs, right? So the goal of detecting some hidden or backend IT infrastructure services to catch the unapproved cloud deployments, forgotten dev development servers, right? Insecure staging instances. Sometimes in the org, when something is building, some like some assets or some domain name was launched, somehow the testing or dev environment is shown to the public, and they doesn't contain that much security. So it's easier for the attacker to attack on those locations, those targets, those domains, right? So that's why we have to use Shodan. These are some advanced docking. We can use or combine all those filters. So for technology fingerprinting, we can use http dot component, then the technology name, and then the port number 80, and then the country. So there are three different things you can use it. Like you are want to check if any particular technology is exposed in your organization, or you want to check, like for research purpose, how many WordPress applications are exposing in India on running on port number 80. So you can use that query. For version specific hunting, if you want to see, like if an organization uh, running an nginx outdated version, so you can define two queries, product and the version number. Some other things like admin panel or outdated SSL setups. Some ICS or SCADA exposures, these are high risk. So you can use those dogs under your target, port number 502, port number 102, port number 1911, port number 47808, right? So what actually blue teams do? Blue teams continuously using Shodan for monitoring purpose, finding or checking every assets under your organization with different queries. And if they find it, they verify it, they isolate it, and remove the complete public exposure. So the attacker cannot use that asset and leak the data or dump the data, right? And you can also enforce some additional layer of security in your organization or network as well. So you can take some screenshots for recon as well. Like sometimes Shodan is also capturing the screenshot, right? So you can find out some cameras, like under the screenshot also there are some information can be revealed. So cameras, RDP sessions, VNC, X11, so that these all are the queries. So these basically reveals the systems visually, like the screenshot will reveal. So you need to close those things first, because if the screenshot is there and in that screenshot you have some information that is leaked, so that might be the scenario. Attackers can use it for their advantage and you are in the attack, right? So blue team must first shut all these things, and you can check out for visualization purpose. So you can use the CLI thing like Shodan stats, the facets, port, org, then other things, right? So use cases of these things for quick impact. You are checking with mostly exposed ports, vulnerable service distribution, or management report. So how you can use all this information for your purpose? So see, Shodan has multiple things. Shodan plays a crucial role in blue teaming or red teaming as well. Attackers are also using Shodan for finding the information, for mapping or creating the attack surface. But blue teamers must find the information first. So you can basically mitigate the risk first, right? So this is the blue team playbook. So you can check everything written here. Run the exposure search, like finding something by organization. These are the filters: org, ASN, netblock. Download those results, validate externally if it is actually leaking, if it is actually open, patch some or unnecessary ports, deploy TLS hardening, enable Shodan alerts, rescan your scans weekly, track trends in services and versions, check with the outdated versions, updated versions, and document and review all your findings. That's the blue team playbook for the Shodan, right? Now, see, if it is visible on Shodan, that means attackers are already knowing it. So, hiding behind a non-standard port that doesn't provide you any security, attackers can easily find it. SSL misconfigurations are your weakest public link. So, never allow public databases, unauthorized or unauthenticated admin panels, ICS devices, continuous monitoring, one-time scan, use Shodan aggressively, or everything, right? So these are all are the things you can do with the help of Shodan. Vikram is asking a particular question: ASN is only for the big organization? No, sometimes the small organization is also using the ASN, but if we have the ASN number, then you can basically use it for your purpose, right? So these all are the things for the Shodan, a very important toolkit for the blue teamers or for the red teamers also. Both are finding the information. You are using that information for mitigation purpose, or attackers are using that information for attacking purpose, right? So this is the Shodan tool, Shodan dashboard, right? Shodan thing that you can use it and find some exposures, find some information for your target. In the next session, we will talk about any other tool. So you can check out the other series, like in this series, particularly Blue Team Toolkit, we have in the 7th session, and the many more sessions are yet to come. So you can check out the previous videos as well. I have also launched particularly a member only section in which you will get the VAPT videos, and in VAPT the 6 videos are uploaded there. Some more are being uploaded soon, and you can check out the SOC series as well. Under the SOC series you will see like 31 sessions happened, and 4 sessions are remaining, so I will complete it as soon as possible. And here is your complete Shodan SOC list. And from today onwards, I'm launching a new series called Bug Bounty Toolkit. So if you are into bug bounties, want to find some bugs, so we will talk about the important scripts for 90 straight days, right? Like how can you particularly do automation, use scripts for effective way, finding the use it for recon purpose, for subdomain enumeration, finding links, parameters, ports, or crawling purpose, vulnerability purpose, everything. So this series will be announced, and we this is today is the first day of this series, and we will be connecting again for this series at 9 p.m., right? So hopefully if you like enjoying all other videos, then you will check the series, or you will join definitely the series, that series also. This will give you a lot more information about everything, right? Check out the VAPT videos like network pen testing videos. This is the member only section, and in this you will see all the network penetration testing videos, how you can particularly test a network with different approach. Okay, now you can ask me any queries, any question if you have for the Shodan. Come back again at 9 p.m. for the bug bounty toolkit. This series will be in Hindi, so you will understand more efficiently, and we will talk about all the scripts day by day. So if you have any queries, now you can ask me, and I will see you in the next session with a different tool. So hopefully you like the video, you enjoyed this series. So send me your thoughts over the Telegram, on the LinkedIn, or on the comment section. So I will get to know like if you how much you are enjoying this series or not. If you are getting it, you are improving your knowledge, you are practicing it, so I will get that idea. So do not forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and what other tools should I include in that series, so get that also. I'm not seeing any new comment here. So thank you Monica, thank you Krishna, thank you Vikram, thank you Astha. Hopefully you learn something new. Vikram is saying something. Okay, I want to start SOC for entry level job. So which SIM tool I have to learn? Splunk. Splunk you need to read about, or Wazuh. Wazuh is open source. Splunk is commercial. So start with Wazuh and then move with the Splunk. So watch all the SOC series and then practice on Wazuh also. Okay. So see you in the next session. Hopefully the Shodan will help you to detect exposed panels, services, IoT devices, ports, or many thing more. And as an red teamer, if you're watching this, then it may help you to get your first bounty, or many bounties, or many vulnerabilities under your bug bounty programs. So thank you so much for joining the session. I will see you in the next session. Yeah, only two is enough. Only two tool is enough. Like in the industry, there are plenty of SIM tools available, but Splunk or Wazuh, one is open source, one is commercial. So if in like whatever your organization you are going in, if they are using Splunk or QRadar, so you can easily use the QRadar also. And if they are using open source, then you have the hands-on Wazuh. So thank you, Krishna, for your valuable comment. Hopefully this session will give a lot more information about Shodan. These session slides are available in the resources drive section. The link is in the description, so do not forget to check it out. Make sure to like the video, share with your Telegram group or your WhatsApp groups, your college groups on your network. You can create or take the screenshot of your learning and share it on the LinkedIn as well, right? So every support counts, every support is appreciated. And if you want to check or if you want to learn from me, so do not forget to reach out to me or check the premium content of that channel. I'm updating the content day by day, adding some new things on YouTube on under the channel. So you will see a lot more things in upcoming weeks. Okay. So with that note, I'm closing the session for this day 7 of Blue Team Toolkit. We talk about Shodan. I will see you in the day 8 with another tool. Till then, stay happy, stay secure, learn today, lead tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.